Next, let's make the cat's arms. Each cat needs the arms. The arms are crocheted directly on the body. Next, we start crocheting. Take out the white yarn. Since the white yarn can make stitches hard to see, we'll use gray yarn for this demo. Please focus on the stitches and ignore the yarn color. Take out the white yarn. Hold the yarn on your hand. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Take out the body part. We need to find the 8th stitch. The stitch with the stitch marker is the first stitch. Second stitch, third stitch, fourth stitch, fifth stitch, sixth stitch, seventh stitch, eighth stitch. That's this stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the 8th stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through this stitch. The first round. Start by making a chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. And just like that, the chain stitch is done. This chain stitch acts as a standing stitch. It is not counted as a stitch. Next, crochet 11 single crochet. The first single crochet. We need to place the yarn tail on the hook to hide it. Take out the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. Place the yarn tail onto your crochet hook. The third one. The fourth one. To hide the yarn tail, just work over 3 to 4 stitches. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth stitch. The 10th stitch. The 11th stitch. "11 single crochet are done. Now, finish with a slip stitch. Find the first stitch. Insert your crochet hook into the first stitch to make the slip stitch. Lift your hook up and tighten the slip stitch. The first round is completed. The way you crochet from round 2 to round 3 is the same. Now, let's make the second round. Start with a chain stitch. Then crochet 11 single crochet without increasing or decreasing. The first single crochet. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth stitch. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth stitch. The 10th stitch. The 11th stitch. Eleven single crochet are finished. There are 11 stitches in total. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. Insert your hook into the first stitch to make the slip stitch. The second round is completed. For the third round, please follow the same method and crochet it on your own. The third round is finished. For the fourth round, first crochet 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 5 decrease stitches. Remove the stitch marker. Mark the first stitch. The second decrease. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. Next, crochet 1 single crochet. Please count to make sure there are 6 stitches in total. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. The fourth round is completed. Leave a 6-inch yarn tail. Then cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail through. Remove the stitch marker. Stuff with cotton. Take out a small amount of cotton. Stuff it inside the fabric. We can start stuffing from this gap below. Stuff upwards toward the arm area. Also stuff a little in this part below. Then, pick the front loops of the last round to close it up. Thread this yarn tail onto a thicker sewing needle. Pull the yarn to close the opening. Insert the needle from the middle position. Pull it out from the bottom part of the body. Press the cotton inside the fabric. This arm is now completed. Now, let's crochet the other arm. Insert the hook at stitch 20. This is 1 stitch away from this arm. Hold the yarn on hand. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the stitch. Start the first round by making 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 11 single crochet. The first single crochet. Mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one, and then we have reached the position of the first stitch. This V shape is made by slip stitch, so we don't need to crochet onto it. Remove the stitch marker and crochet into the first stitch. The seventh one. Place the pink yarn onto your crochet hook. The eighth one. The ninth stitch. The 10th stitch. The 11th stitch. "11 single crochet are done. The yarn tail is now in the center. Finally, make 1 slip stitch. Insert your hook into the position of the first stitch to make the slip stitch. It is a bit tricky to insert the hook here. Tighten the slip stitch. The first round is completed. For rounds 2 through 4, we crochet using the same method as the other arm. Round 4 is completed. Leave a 6-inch yarn tail and cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail through. Remove the stitch marker. Stuff with cotton. Be careful not to push this yarn inside the fabric. Stuff it like this. Pick up the front loops to close it up. Pull the yarn to close the opening. Insert from the spot that the yarn tail just came out. Pull through the same stitch. Tie the 2 yarn tails together. Cut off the excess yarn tails. Pinch the fabric and tuck the yarn end inside. Next, find this pink yarn. Thread it onto the sewing needle. We need to sew up the gap in the middle. Insert the needle at this stitch. Pull through the stitch on the opposite side. Sew several times to prevent loosening. Sew up any gaps near the arm as well. Do the same on this side too. Then, weave the extra yarn inside the fabric a few times to keep it from loosening. Cut off the excess yarn tail. The arm are now finished.